Okay, so for tonight's call, we're going to go over some new products. We're going to go over Super Saturday stuff. We're going to talk about faking it and compounding success. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about a coach that I connected with in Cancun and a little bit about her story. So to kick it off tonight, let me go ahead and pull up. We've got a bunch of coaches on the board for Success Club, and we still got just under 10 days left in the month. So there's still time to hit SC5. I still need 2 points. Lydia, you're 1 point away. You've got 4 points. Morgan, you're also at 4. Lene and Brittany, you're both at 1. And Jess Conrad is blowing this thing out of the water at freaking 19 Success Club points. So she is on a roll. And we also had a rank advancement last Thursday. Jess advanced to Emerald rank. So that means she has 2 coaches under her, active coaches, 1 on each side. Hi, Morgan.
Hey.
Okay. So in Cancun, they announced new programs coming out. So we've got Shaun T has a new program coming out called Size, and it's kind of like more of a hip hoppy dance program. It is not like hip hop abs, thank goodness, because that is just interesting. But I'm gonna go ahead and let's see. I'm gonna share my screen with you guys so we can check out the video that they posted on. Can you see my screen, Morgan?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll check out Beachbody's little promo video for Size real fast. All right.
You know, with my fitness programs, my job is to motivate people to want to work out. With dance, people are going to want to dance. Hey, what's up? My name is Shaun T. Welcome to Size. I created Size because people wanted it, and I believe that everyone can dance. Not only are you learning choreography, but it's broken down in steps. This is the choreography in its most basic form. Awesome. Side to side, take it out. Very easy. Now I want you guys to act like you're in a boat and you're rowing nice and low. The program's for everybody. It's literally for everyone because every movement that I do, you've done before in your life. All I got to do is put these in order and I'm actually doing the dance move. It's not about doing push-ups. It's not about doing jumps. It's about moving to the beat. You gotta get in it last time. Come on, y'all. Liv, are you ready? Here we go.
That makes me feel really cool.
First thing people say when they say, can you dance? They say, I can't dance. How do you know? Because you never really tried it.
It's super fun. You kind of don't even realize you're working out as you're doing it. Because you're so focused. And then by the end, you're just I'm drenched. You need a shower, then you want to come back and do it again.
These are all things that you've done with your body before. I'm just putting it to a rhythm so you know exactly how to do it. It's just like you're at the post office and somebody walks by your shoulder and you move. And you're move. You're dancing. Every day you're dancing. You're just going to have a beat.
Size will change the way you work out forever. Coming to you, summer 2015.
Yo, this ain't no cha-cha-cha.
Okay. So that is Size that's coming out. And it looks fun. Let's see. I mean, it looks really fun. It's just, I think he's so funny. All right. So then we've also got a line of performance supplements and stuff coming out. So it's called Beachbody Performance. They're going to come out with a pre-workout, a hydrating drink to drink during your workout, a post-workout, and then a before bed nighttime recovery type drink. So let's see. I've also got a quick video. We don't need to watch all of it, but just to kind of give you all an idea of what that's going to look like, because that is one thing that a lot of people ask questions about. Okay, we have E&E, which is great pre-workout, and then we have Shakeology, but we have Results in Recovery, which is the post-workout drink, but people like options and stuff. And when you've got bodybuilding.com that has 50 different choices for every freaking thing, we can't really compete with that. So it's cool that they're coming out with this Beachbody performance line. So let me show you this real fast.
All right, so where did you study and what were you working on?
I was faculty at Harvard.
Skipping ahead.
Muscle mass and how that relates to function.
By function, is that basically what led you to work in supplements for enhancing human performance?
Absolutely. We're looking at how to improve exercise performance, maximizing recovery after a workout, and optimizing overnight muscle recovery. This is breakthrough stuff.
And that breakthrough research is about to be a reality with the Beachbody Performance line. From pre-workout energy, during workout super hydration, all the way to a first of its kind overnight recovery supplement so effective you will not believe it. Results for every workout are about to be turbocharged. Beachbody revolutionized the nutrition shake with the delicious and most dense super nutrient shake ever created in Shakeology. And now, we're taking the performance nutrition industry and turning it on its head. The Beachbody Performance line was developed by Harvard-trained scientists using cutting-edge sports science with key ingredients that have been scientifically shown to help enhance exercise performance and recovery for unprecedented physical transformations. We started with pre-workout energy.
Beachbody Performance Energize improves exercise performance. It reduces lactic acid buildup and sharpens focus and reaction time.
And then we added a revolutionary during workout hydration drink.
Beachbody Performance Hydrate is better than just drinking water alone and better than high sugar sports drinks. It has the perfect composition to maximize fluid absorption to the body and replace key electrolytes that are lost in sweat.
And then we added our most sophisticated post-workout supplement yet, Chocolate Beachbody Performance Recover.
Beachbody Performance Recover combines the right amount of fast, medium, and slow-release proteins with key phytonutrients that have been shown to reduce muscle soreness.
And for the first performance innovation that works while you sleep, introducing Beachbody Performance Recharge, which helps reduce soreness and promote muscle recovery overnight.
Okay, so that's just a real quick general overview of the Beachbody Performance line that's coming out. So it looks like the pre-workout is going to be like a lemon lime flavor. The hydrate for during your workout is like citrus, which to me sounds like the same thing. And then the post-workout is like a chocolatey flavor. And then the nighttime recovery is going to be a vanilla flavor. So that is what we've got coming out. I know Size comes out at Summit in July. And then I believe the Beachbody Performance line is going to be at the same time. So that's that. We've got some new stuff coming out. The cool thing about Beachbody is, I remember when I first started coaching, I was like, okay, well, like, people are going to lose interest. I mean, insanity is how old, like, you know, but they do. I mean, just last year came out with PiYo in the summertime. In February, they came out with 21 Day Fix, the original one. They came out with Tony Horton, came out with P90, and then Insanity Max 30. So they are always coming out with new stuff. So they're keeping up with everything, and that is good news for us. Super Saturday is this weekend. I can't stress enough how, first of all, the events are just fun, but also just being in a room with hundreds of other Beachbody coaches and like hearing other people's stories and learning from people who are doing well in the business. And like someone said to me, success leaves clues. And it's so true. Like the coaches who are doing really well, watch their YouTube videos. I know you guys already do, but they tell you what they're doing and they tell you ideas. And then when you start to implement them into your business, you're like, holy crap, that did work. Cool. So Super Saturday, it's usually, they've got some success stories, people who have had their own like transformations physically and then also like business wise, financially, what Beachbody has done for them. And then there's some trainings depending on, usually some successful coaches will come and travel and come to each Super Saturday. So we're having at ours, this lady, Brigitte Linford, and she's like 15 star. She's really successful. So she's going to be talking on certain topics. I know last time we had someone do a seminar on like running free challenges. We had someone do something on like how to use your Facebook for business. So it's stuff that we could definitely apply to our own business no matter what stage in the game we're at. So definitely get to Super Saturday if you can. And the next one, I guess the next one will be in July. Yeah, July it should be. And I'll check the exact date. So to the meat of our call for tonight, I wanted to talk about faking it. And I listened to, at the New Leadership Conference in January, I got access to Melanie Matro's little panel that she did. And if you haven't heard of her, she's the 2014 top coach. Definitely follow her on Facebook or Instagram. She's one of the most consistent people with her social media that I've ever seen. But basically, faking it. She talked about faking it until you make it, right? We've always heard that. So if you think about it, think about how you were feeling when your coach kind of invited you to coach, brought up the idea. You're probably like unsure, a little bit skeptical, like, this sounds too good to be true. How do I get out of this if it doesn't work? Like, we all kind of had those same feelings. And then you decided, okay, I'm going to try it. I'm going to start coaching. And then we all kind of had the same feelings when we started, right? Your coach tells you how to sign up and you're like, okay, now what? Like, you want to get started right away, but you're not sure. I mean, really, you don't know anything about coaching. You just know that you just spent at least $40, probably more, on being a coach. And so, your coach welcomes you to the team, but you're still like, okay, where do I go from here, right? And so then you start going to your coach and like asking questions, and you probably feel, I know when I first started and whenever I asked anyone in my upline any questions, I was like, okay, sorry, I'm probably annoying you, but can you help me with this? And it's not annoying, okay? That's what your coach wants to do. If they're coaching and they're building a business and they're truly passionate about this, and they're going to want you to succeed as well. So when my upline started coaching, she didn't really do anything for probably the first 3 or 4 months. I ended up signing up and she didn't know. I mean, she was really just a discount coach. So we kind of learned the business together, and the resources are so out there. They're on YouTube. I know you guys have seen the videos. We have our team calls. We have our team page. They're on Google. Sometimes people ask me questions and I don't even know them, but I type them in Google and the Beachbody FAQ comes up and I'm like, oh yeah, here's the answer. So the resources are totally out there. Some coaches sign up under an upline coach who doesn't really do anything or who just falls off the map and doesn't do anything, and they can still figure it out. We have all the tools right at our fingertips to figure out how to run a successful business. So we always kind of talk about how it's important to be transparent and it's important to be real on social media. You want to be relatable. You don't want people to look at your Facebook and be like, oh, that's that Beachbody coach. Oh, she's always been skinny. She doesn't know what it's like to try to eat healthy, or she doesn't have this problem. No, we all have these problems, right? Even if we've maybe not necessarily a weight problem, but we want to eat healthier and we want to fuel our body with the right things, or, from eating disorders to anxiety to just time management. I mean, we're all going through something. Everyone has a story. And I think that's something that a lot of coaches struggle with in the beginning is they read about, this one top coach who had an eating disorder and then she did this and then she was a bankrupt bartender and she had no money. And then in comes Beachbody coaching and like this huge elaborate story. And your story doesn't have to be like that. Whatever your story is, that's you, and someone out there is going to relate to that. So we talk about being transparent and real and showing people your struggles, and that's huge. And I still want you guys to do that. But when I say you want to fake it, I mean, you start coaching, you want to show people like you're still learning, but you want to treat this like a business. You want to act like you've got it, right? You know what you're doing. Utilize our coach trainings, utilize our groups and each other, because we're all always growing and learning. And I guess basically the moral of the story is you want to find a brand for yourself to what you want to be as a coach, and you want to come off that way, okay? So if you think of your dream coach, the coach that you want to attract, the coach that you want on your team, think about what they're like and then be that, right? Usually if we think about people we want on our team, we kind of start describing qualities that we have in ourselves, right? I mean, you're like, okay, I'm all about this. I'm going to make this a business. I'm going to want someone who's positive, who's driven, who's, you know, you kind of start describing yourself. So you want to come off to other people as what you want to become. So Melanie Mitro said something about if you want to become a top coach, act like a top coach, okay? Not only on social media to other people or in your relationships when you're talking to other people, but do the things that are going to get you there, okay? Because when you're really doing stuff and you're sharing about it, it makes it easy, right? The two go hand in hand, I guess. So you want to treat it like a business, and it's going to end up acting like a business for you, right? If you just treat it like I'm a discount coach, this is just a side thing, then that's what it's going to be. And that's how you're going to get paid. And that's going to directly reflect the amount of people that you're helping, right? Does that make sense? So I wanted to also talk about compounding success. And I think, you know, they recommend when you start coaching to read the book, The Compound Effect. And it basically talks about the small little things you do every day, how they add up, and they compound together into success. So the little things like posting on Monday morning and inviting people to a challenge group, or, you know, reading your personal development one day, or listening to a YouTube video to advance your coaching business. It doesn't seem like that much, but when you're doing it, you're being consistent every day, it adds up. So I've heard this, I don't know how many times since I started coaching, and it makes sense and I get it. But in Cancun, I think I talked to a coach and I feel like I really got it finally. And I didn't realize I still needed to get it. So I talked to one of Jatana's mentors, who she works really closely with, Summer Tucker. And you can find her on social media too. She has been coaching for 4 years. And she was telling me about the first time she came on the Success Club trip. She started coaching and didn't do anything, kind of just, you know, she said she had a lot of excuses, just wanted to get in shape herself and wanted cheaper Shakeology, did not see any business potential. And now she's making $350,000 a year, which is like an extreme case. That's wild. She just got inducted into the Millionaires Club last year at Summit. So anyways, Summer's story, if that's not enough to motivate you, I mean, money motivates everyone, right? But here we went to Cancun, and there was Jatana, who is my upline's upline, and then 2 of her coaches, and then they each brought a coach, and I was one of those coaches. You know, a coach in their downline earned the trip as well. So Summer was talking to me, and she was talking about how, yeah, of course, everyone starts somewhere. And I think that's where people get off track in this business, is they start and they want to see the success right away. And when they don't see it, they're like, oh, this isn't working. I'm not cut out for this. And it's all about consistency and just remembering this compound effect, right? So the first year Summer came on a Success Club trip, it was just her, and she brought her best friend with her. And then the second year she came on the trip, she said there was 8 coaches from her team. And she was like thrilled that 8 coaches had earned the trip, and they had so much fun. The third year, there was 24 coaches from her team. So it like tripled in a year. And then this past year in Cancun, she had over 70 coaches from her downline, her team, on the Success Club trip. So you can see it, like, I mean, it started growing rapidly in especially this past year, but it makes sense. So if you think about it, your Beachbody business is going to be, I don't want to say super slow at first, but kind of super slow at first, right? It seems like when you start coaching, like getting to Emerald is like it's a huge hurdle. And then as you continue progressing, you're like, oh yeah, I just needed 2 coaches, like no problem. So I think it makes sense when you start your team, it's just you, right? I mean, you have all of us, but you're focused on your downline as your team. So starting your team, it's just you. After you get the 2 coaches under your belt, well, then you've got you and 2 other coaches looking to expand your team. So then when they get coaches and then their coaches get coaches and then their coaches, it begins to multiply a lot quicker. You know what I mean? So things start off slow in the beginning and you keep compounding, keep building your team, keep looking for new challengers that you can help and, you know, just teach about how you incorporate exercise and healthy living into your life. And it will begin to duplicate a lot faster than you would expect. But the beginning's the hardest part. And I think that's why you see so many people either just kind of fall off the coaching wagon or just drop out and think it's not for them. And which that's fine. But if you really want to make something out of it, stick with me for like, give it 2 years, stick it out and be consistent and do everything that we talk about. And I guarantee you're going to see huge income potential through your Beachbody coaching. Because like I said, as your team will start to grow faster, that means you're going to rank advance. That means your bonuses will increase, your team bonuses, because your team volume is going to go up. And I didn't know when I first started coaching, but as you rank advance, once you hit 2-star diamond, which seems like it's so far away, but I promise it's really not, you get a quarterly bonus. So right now, the quarterly bonus for the 2-star diamond is $950. So that would be 4 times a year for anyone who's a 2-star diamond. So then when you hit 5-star, you get a quarterly bonus too, but it jumps up. So right now the 5-star bonus is $4,000 4 times a year. And I haven't even asked what the 10-star bonus or the 15-star bonus is yet, but you can see from 2-star, you're at $950 and 5-star, you already jump up to $4,000. So those are kind of the benchmarks, 2-star, 5-star, 10, and then 15. So the income potential, it's like you hear like, oh my God, that person's making that much money. That means they're making this much per week. Well, yeah, they're making a lot per week, but they also get these quarterly bonuses that are just handed to you once you've put in all the work to get to 2-star and beyond. So I think I didn't know about this until probably 6 months into coaching. So it was like, that was a whole nother incentive. I was like, wait a second, if I can just grow my business to there, then I'm going to get this bonus 4 times a year. I mean, 2-star bonus at $950, that's almost $4,000 extra dollars throughout the course of the year, which might not sound like a lot to you, but to me, I'll take that. So anyways, I just wanted to kind of go over that with you guys because the whole compound effect, it made sense to me. I got it. Cool. But just hearing Summer talk about it and hearing how she remembers being where I am and where you guys are, like just starting out as a coach and just not really even noticing that there was any potential to be had. And now to see where she's come in 4 years. And I mean, she's to the point where she's got 4 assistants working for her. And one of them does all of her inviting. And one of them runs her challenge groups, does all the posts that she wants them to post. Excuse me. One of them, she's got 4 different assistants. And so I was like, well, no offense, but what do you do? And she's like, well, I do all the stuff that only I can do. Like I run all the calls, the team calls, the diamond calls for like the leadership on the team, the one-on-one calls, the new coach calls. So this is basically like what she's doing all day because she's already come up with all her systems to success. And she's having, she knows how she wants to run her challenge groups. She knows what she wants to post and she's having someone else post that for her. So she said she pays out her assistants total like $7,000 a month, which when you think about it, she's making $350 a year. That's not really a huge deal. So I just wanted to explain to you guys kind of what I learned from her and what I got out of it and where she was coming from and just another story of how you can make this work. So I swear if you want to make coaching happen, if you want to make it your full-time income, for me, I want it to be my full-time income by the time I start having kids. I want to be able to be home with my kids, and that's my why. And that's what I need to kind of go back to every day, like especially like today when I just came home and took a nap and really didn't feel like doing anything. And I didn't feel like getting on a call tonight or anything. That's normal. I mean, I didn't even make dinner. I just posted about how I had Shakeology for dinner because I'm just too lazy. I'm not that hungry. But Everyone's going to have those days. So that's why check it back into your why and just realize the potential is there. All you have to do is be determined to get there. Okay. Did you guys have any questions for me tonight? No.
No.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording, and then I'll post the link to Tana's call starting now. I'll go ahead and post that in Knockouts United if you guys feel like jumping on. Otherwise, thanks for getting on, and message me if y'all need anything, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Alrighty.
Bye.
Bye.